What's up? It's Marco back on the Stage Soccer Channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the U.S. men's national team 4-1 friendly win against Jamaica. Got a Bob Marley shirt on for this one. And yeah, man, just getting straight into the game. Really good performance for the U.S. The attacking front was looking really good. The attack's looking really dangerous. Need to get some goals out of guys like Pulisic, Sargent, Reyna, but man, just going forward, it was looking dangerous all the time. He had a great goal from Sergiño Dest, great performance from him, and yeah, I was really liking what I was seeing from the attacking end. The midfield wasn't as great given no Tyler Adams, no Weston McKennie, but still a solid performance. I mean, Kellyn Acosta, I thought it was a good performance by him. I still not too sure about him in the national team, but solid enough. Yunus Musah with a great game, and Sebastian Lletget, another solid performance. I'm not sure if he's somebody we want starting long or short term, but hey, he should definitely be in the squad. And if he's been at every one of these camps, I'm assuming he's a good leader. And 2 goals today, good performance by him. Defense was a little bit of a concern, letting a goal, a couple of mistakes, even especially in the first half. John Brooks stepping up a lot, and against a dangerous team that would be punished, they capitalize on that, but not too much to complain about. It's a little bit weird. Like I'd expect that in the Olympic qualifiers with MLS players who have been on a break for a while, not like John Brooks who's in mid-season form. But this team hasn't played together too much, so I think we can look past that at least for now. So yeah, going into individual performances, I think the standout, especially in the first half, was Sergiño Dest and Christian Pulisic down the left-hand side. Dest especially was looking really good, making a ton of chances happen. He was extremely creative this game, dribbling past players with ease, creating a lot of chances, great goal, and Pulisic was combining very well with him. I'm not going to say it was the greatest performance we've seen by Pulisic, but man, you could see the chemistry there, and it makes me wonder if you want to keep Dest on this left-hand side, which is weird because I really like Antonee Robinson, but good performance by him. And this wasn't, I know that it's Jamaica and it's not the greatest team, but they were going up against Adrian Mariappa. Like, I'm a Crystal Palace fan. You know how solid this guy was. I think he's still playing for Watford. He's a very good right back, like Premier League level. Well, maybe Championship now, but like a Premier League level player, I'd say, at least in his peak. So it is something to take note of. That was against a good team, and this is a solid Jamaica team. Guys like Liam Moore, Michael Hector, Casey Palmer, Lowe who got the goal, Andre Gray, like might only be like a championship level, but still a solid performance given the competition. This isn't like we were playing against like the Panama games or anything like that. Like this was a solid team. In addition to Dest and Pulisic, I thought Gioacchini Reyna, solid performance. He was making a lot of chances happen, looked really good on the ball. Again, I would like to see him score. He had a couple of chances, but again, it is what it is. Yunus Musah, probably the best performer in our midfield. Really like him. He's great at connecting the play. Very creative player. I want to see more of him. Josh Sargent looked pretty good. Got an assist setting up Brendan Aaronson. Another guy, I want to see him score, and if he can't, then let's get Daryl DK in there. I want to see him get some playing time, but pretty solid performance. Like, what they used for it. I think a commentary is saying, like, good run out. Like, even though he wasn't scoring, like, he did the things that you expect a striker to do. Link up play well, lead the line. Like, good job by him. Then when we get to the subs, Brendan Aaronson. I wasn't expecting him to see him play out wide. I think a couple people were surprised when we saw he was given the number 11 jersey, but hey, he did pretty well. He picked up a goal. I think Dest was the best player of the first half. I think you'd make an argument that Aaronson was the best player of the second half. He got involved in the goal for the first one, had a really nice run to free up space for Lletget in the second goal. And yeah, he was looking really good on the ball at all times. He's a player that, if you've seen at the Union, really good just taking the ball and driving forward. And now that he's around like other players and you can't just single out on him, he's going to be doing a lot. Really good performance by Brendan Aaronson. He's definitely putting himself in the conversation for a starting spot. Now, another substitute who had a really good performance, and Luca de la Torre. I was not expecting this from him. I really wasn't expecting him to play, and I remember when he got called up, if you go back to the video where I was talking about the squad, I was kind of baffled by him. I thought that I would have called up a Julian Green over him, maybe a Paul Arriola, but really good performance. Crisp passes, he had a great first touch. He's probably the best, like they were played at pace, on the ground, like, I'm not sure if he had a bad touch, and he set up a goal for Lletget later on. That was an amazing performance by him. Like, I didn't know he had that in him, and I couldn't because he's been playing in the Netherlands, haven't seen much of him, didn't get much of a chance at Fulham, but this is a talented guy, and I want to see him in the squad some more. Great performance by him, and Nicholas Gioacchini, another nice performance for the national team. Good assist, he was making a couple of chances, show that he can play out wide. Man, some really good performances all around. Only individual performances I wasn't too big a fan of. I mentioned John Brooks. He had me a bit worried sometimes. He was stepping up and leaving a lot of space. Like, I could see if he does that against a bigger team, that could get punished really easily. But maybe he wouldn't do that against a bigger team. Maybe he was only doing this because he knew he could get away with it. But still, something I kind of worried about it. And his passing wasn't as on point today. But, like, again, it's just first performance in the USA shirt in a while. You give a little bit of leeway. Reggie Cannon wasn't at his best today, especially with Robinson now starting in the Premier League. You'd want him to be playing a bit better, but he really was probably at fault for Jamaica's goal. And I'm not going to say he was bad in the attack, but definitely not at Dest level, probably not at Robinson's level for the time that he came on. So something to be worried about, I guess, for him. And lastly, I mentioned Kellyn Acosta. Looked a little bit nervy. He had a couple of good moments, but a couple of errant passes. Doesn't cover as much ground as Tyler Adams, but I feel like he had a decent performance. Probably one of the better ones in a while from a national team shirt from him, but like nothing that'll make him even get put in a conversation for him to be over, like Adams or McKinney. And also, as I mentioned, no goals from the attack, or the starting attack. Brendan Aaronson got one. I don't know. Not too much of a concern right now, but you really want to have Christian Pulisic and Reyna and our striker scoring. So I think after this, like, we're really starting to see our lineup take shape. I think there are 6 people who you can just cement that are going to be starting. Zack, Steffen in goal, John Brooks, even though I don't think he had the best game. I mean, you're not going to drop him. Sergiño, Dest, whatever side we put him on. Tyler Adams, Weston McKennie. Hopefully we get McKennie for the Northern Ireland game, but I know he's got a bit of an injury, and I mean, it's a friendly. You don't want to ruin his Juventus season. And Christian Pulisic, they're all going to be starting. Then apart from that, we have the striker spot. It looks like Josh Sargent has the lead, but Nicholas Gioacchini, he's been playing very well, and Daryl DK, he's been on great form in the championship. I'm really hoping to see him get a start in the next game. I think that a couple people are going to be going away, so more playing time for some others. So hopefully we get to see some more of Daryl DK. Scoring great. He's a freak athlete. Want to see him play. Out wide, Reyna, Brendan Aaronson, and Tim Weah are all option on the other wing. Looks like Reyna has the lead right now. Weah's been coming off the bench a bit, but Weah's been doing some great things in France, and Aaronson's looking really good as well. So Reyna's not on the best form right now at Dortmund. I don't think he's starting consistently right now. So that other wing is definitely open. And the center midfield, it's probably going to be a more advanced role with McKinney and Tyler Adams being pretty good defensively. So Yunus Musah is an option, Brendan Aaronson again, and possibly Sebastian Lletget after his solid performances lately. So they're all options in the midfield spot. I'm really hoping to see Aaronson get a starting role. He's been doing really well. Maybe that's my Philadelphia bias, but hey, you can't deny he's been playing great. Other spot, the fullback, either side, Robinson and Cannon. I'm leaning Robinson right now, but Cannon has been very solid, and I could see that going either way. Maybe Brian Reynolds can put his name in the hat. Sam Vines has been performing very well in the Olympic Games. Maybe he can be someone who's considered. And lastly, at that other center back spot, you got Chris Richards, Aaron Long, maybe Mark McKenzie, Matt Miazga. A lot of MMs on this. Our option at center back. I don't think Richards did enough today to really justify cementing that spot. He is probably still the best option, but I do want to see more from him. I want to see him really earn that spot. He has been making a couple of mistakes at Hoffenheim, and he had a pretty bad pass to the build-up. A couple of plays where he wasn't the greatest today, but overall, I do think he's definitely, I'd say he's probably the best option right now, and he's definitely the best long-term option. I mentioned this in the squad video, but I really would have liked to see Mark McKenzie in the squad. I don't know why he wasn't there, but hey, whatever. Yeah, that's my opinions on the squad. My opinions on the game is really nice performance, and I'm looking forward to the Northern Ireland game. Probably not going to be able to get that out as timely. I got my own commitments for that time, but probably going to put it out at the same time after the Olympic qualifying game. man, that one's going to be... We're going to figure out who we're playing tonight. Hopefully, hoping for a draw. But yeah, that's all I have to say about this game. Great performance for the USA team. Great to see them back. That's it. I'll see you.